Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing a modern take on a log cabin. So we have, what I imagined for this build was that the black sort of part of the building, once we actually get into doing all the wallpaper and stuff, that was kind of the original building that was right next to this little pond that we have here. So these guys obviously bought the land and then kind of made their own modern take on what a log cabin actually means to them. So we've got quite a lot of landscaping and sort of stuff around the pond area, and there's some stuff from get together with the like diving pool and some of the older looking sort of pool stuff. And I wanted to add quite a lot of like unkept sort of landscaping around the pond and stuff, obviously to contrast with the building itself. So I imagine that they raised, as they said before, they raised up the old cabin that used to be here and then built a stone sort of base underneath and added a extension on the top as well, and then they added in a little balcony that goes around the front, and there's a little offshoot off the master bedroom as well. So we're using the city living sort of modern fencing to kind of wanted to hark back towards like proper traditional like log cabins, and so all the materials in this build are sort of natural ones. So we have wood cladding on the outsides, and we also have some stone as well on the bottom, and the pillars are also stone, and we try and add in a lot of greenery to the build as well, just to tie it in with the surroundings. And I built it in the middle of nowhere in in Windenburg, just so it was a very secluded area. But there is also wanted to bring in a lot of natural light as well. So we've got some cutouts in the walls themselves where we've got the full height windows, so you can sit out and look out the window and enjoy the view out of there. And we also have some windows going off into the pond area as well, so it kind of makes it an indoor living sort of area. And we do in the end make I did different coloured roofs because I wanted to differentiate between what's the old like metal cladded roof with their new sort of modern green roof area. So in this build we have two double bedrooms. One is more a master bedroom than the other, and we've got one bathroom, and we've got a kitchen, dining room and living area on the bottom that goes out into sort of a barbecue area and just a nice sort of seating area outside. And it took me a while to get the doors that I wanted for this build, because I wanted modern ones, but the only ones that kind of fitted were the ones with the slats in it, because I wanted everything to be black, brown, stone or white. This is a very heavily colour schemed house, so everything sort of fits in together. It's all quite modern, and it's very different from yesterday's build, obviously, because that was a family home. So this one, I can imagine if you did want to put it in Granite Falls, it could work quite nicely. Or if you just wanted a bit more of a Scandinavian kind of feel, that's kind of what I tried to go for. And now we're working on the first bedroom. So this is actually the darker of the two bedrooms, because at first I didn't know, I thought this might be the master bedroom, but then kind of the other bedroom has its own private balcony and stuff, so I thought that would be better for the master bedroom itself. And we're using white in this room to sort of highlight key key features in the room, like the chairs pointing out into the balcony and the plants. And this one is picking out more of the blacks and sort of the dark tones. This room has a little office space as well, so it's got a little bookshelf and the modern desk and some few architectural paintings, well, pictures on the wall as well. It doesn't actually have that much detail around the place. It kind of looks like someone kind of lives here, or it's their like holiday home, but it's not like over cluttered like a family home would be. I do add in some laundry stuff as well. I kind of hide away the washing line underneath the building later on, because I was like, oh, we've got a washing machine but we don't have anywhere to hang the clothes out. And then this is the entrance hall, and it is quite a big space compared to the bedroom sizes and stuff. I just wanted a space that when you walked into the cabin itself kind of really opened it up and was quite airy and brought in a lot of natural light, even though there's not actually that many windows. And I can imagine if you were out all day, you kind of come home to this nice calming entrance where you could put all your like hiking gear or like mounting or climbing gear out in the hallway area. So I wanted it nice and big. And then this is the bathroom, the only bathroom, so we're going for a more grey colour scheme in here. We're using the bamboo plant to give you a bit of privacy if you wanted to take a bath, and it's a bit more like formal in here, and we're just bringing in a few bits more of greens and blues with the paintings as well. But it's very, very sophisticated and a classy bathroom. I did add in some like small clutter items. I was just trying to get one that actually fitted in the space, and there was a nice trio of male stuff, because I don't think people when they're building actually do think about putting some of the male products out. And then this is the master bedroom, so we've got the 4-poster bed with the little sheer curtains, and then I used that base colour of the frame to work off for the rest of the furniture. So I went for a more white and more brown sort of theme in this room. So obviously we've got more natural light coming through because we've got 2 spaces where there's like massive windows. So I brought in the whites for their little fitted in wardrobe area, and this room has more seating as well. So we've got one at the end of the bed and then one by the other window, because I do put a seat out there as well, so you're not really blocking the view. And then I actually used the brown shade of that rug, which I had never used before, but I thought it tied in the room perfectly because there's all wooden and stone floors, so using mats and stuff is very key in this build, especially if you're here over the winter time as well. Imagine all that glass, unless it's like triple or quadruple glazed, you'll be needing some nice comforts, and added in a little seat as well. And then this is going down to the kitchen and the living room. So I actually used these spa day counters for the kitchen, which I actually haven't used before, and it was quite interesting because I really like them in that grey colour, and I didn't realise that they were really shiny and really like nicely went with the sort of bricks that I kind of went for. And the Jungle Adventures sink fitted in really well as well, so I did try to keep like to natural sort of fixtures. So we've got some concrete about, and we've got mainly stone and brick and wood and the white, obviously. So it's a very monochrome kitchen. Sort of the brown and the greens of the plants kind of bring in that pop of colour that we need in here. But apart from that, it is a very stylish modern kitchen to fit, and it fitted in that corner perfectly by the stairs as well. And then I was going to put some of the the floorboards down here, but I was like, no, I want it to flow from the inside to the outside, so I thought I'd better keep the stone flag floor, and we add in the spa day seats because they've got the concrete backing, and then we use the jungle adventure table because that brings back the wood again, just trying to contrast all our materials and make it interesting. And I put in the little succulent plant from City Living into the table because I thought it fitted in really nicely in one of the squares, and it was one of the colours that I didn't like so much, so I kind of thought I'll cover that up. And then I added in a little pop of blue as well to reflect the pond outside on the little cats and dogs paintings on the walls. And then I realised I wanted to get a dining some sort of table into the build, so I just squidged the counters forward a bit more, but you've still got the same amount of cabinet space and sort of not desk space, but countertop space. And then we just got a little round table, and I just made sure that all the Sims could get to the actual seats as well. And then this is the outside, so we've got the modern fence just blocking it off from the rest of the garden, and we've got a little seating, a little sofa in the shade, and then we've got a seating area. So imagine you'd be eating more outside than inside the build, really. And I just tucked the bin away in between the building and the post because I thought that was quite nice. There's not a bin on the inside, I don't think, unless I did remember to put one in, and just did a few green walls about. And then I wanted to add in some of the planters and the washing line between the posts as well. And then I do go around and do some terrain painting and adding in a bit more foliage as well, just to make it look a bit more wild, a bit less kept. And then on the modern extension part, I wanted to add in a green end to the wall, so we've got the smaller version of the fencing with the greenery on it, and then that covers the windows as well, just to pretend that it goes all the way to the top. And then when I was doing the top here, I put the little concrete with the overgrown bush, and I thought that would be perfect to line the path that's sort of symbolise a driveway onto the property. And then I thought it was quite cool to have some of the plants hanging off the green roof, because by this time I decided it was going to be a green roof, so we've got some vines hanging down off it, and then I just raise and scale up some different sort of flat grasses and overgrown things to go on the roof, and it sort of blended the two roofs together a bit more and made them a bit more connected than they were, because it was quite a stark contrast between the green and the black sort of tin roof. And we just add in some of the more roughage under the trees and under the pillars as well, just to make it look like it's actually been there for a few years or something, and it's not just been literally built. And I added in a truck as well, because I thought they'd load all their equipment into the back of the truck and head off into the mountains, and we just add in a few lighting here and there, and that is it. So here are the screenshots, and I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and if you'd like to see any more builds, then feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.